Lovely jubbly, just tricked you there. God, look at the signal. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the Purple Draft Pro. And it's quite a lot heavier. Especially with the whistle. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Just in time, eh?
It was.
It starts for me. It's like, anyway, PJT, rate my beer.
Go on, introduce me.
No, don't worry about that anyway.
I'm Michelle.
Right, we're doing a couple of hells. One being Nurnberger's classic Tucher. A lot of you will know Tucher because they make an absolutely stunning res beer. The hells is pretty good. The Christmas beer's been pretty good, and there's been another one, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a recognisable name, and I'm pretty sure the ones that we've had we've enjoyed.
Austria, isn't it? I think. Anyway,
Remember.
this is from the old East Germany. If you go back in time before 1990, I forgot. What was it?
I can't remember.
Don't tell me you can't remember. Oh wow, smart ass can't remember. Unlucky. Right, hold on, I'll tell you.
Languages have never been my thing.
No, nor me. I have trouble speaking English, as most of you know. Right, Einsiedler. Einsiedler, as our German friend told us. So thank you, my German friend. Goes as Charles Clark. Einsiedler. Yeah, Einsiedler. Einsiedler. It's easy. Any idiot can remember that.
Yeah.
Apart from me. Right.
And me.
Yeah, all right, okay. Well, I said any idiot, but you know.
Oh, dear.
Right. As you can see, both in the correct branded glasses, both coming out 5.2% ABV, which you get a lot with the hells, don't you? Around the 5,
Yeah.
the 5.1, the 5.2, and so on. It seems to be quite a standard thing. With Einsiedler, I've already reviewed the wheat beer. We've done the lamb beer together, haven't we?
Mhm.
And I'll tell you what, this brewery's really is delivering, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they have been consistently good. Trying all of their different beers from their range. So.
Got a couple more to go yet, so touch wood, like Michelle's head. So, here's your pour, people. You can see I care, that right up there. Oh, look at that. Oh, blimey, hold on. Not another classic on the camera. I've done half classics later, haven't I? Oh,
Okay, yeah.
This is much deeper.
Yeah.
Wow, much deeper colour,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a more golden colour. This is a more amberish colour, so
I'll get a shot.
there we go.
Yeah. Okay. So look, both good carbonation I can see coming up there, which always gives you a good idea of what you're in for most of the time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think if the carbonation's going well, hindsight says, so will the beer taste good. And then again, it's not always, is it? I've had some lively dodgy ones, just a few times. So I'll put that one over here, so there you are. Right. Okay, as I say, both carbonation's going up. I think this is nucleated. I don't think the Tucher glass is.
No, I don't think it is being that style.
Which you have to bear that in mind. Need a little bit in the end of it. You got all yours in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one just started getting a bit too lively, like we do. I mean, with your hells, normally you get your bready malts. Don't you?
I'm
You
getting a
get
little bit
fruit.
of honey raisin there.
Blimey. We have had that Tucher before, I know for a fact, because I remember the yellow bottle.
Mm.
Yeah, it's quite a sweet
Yeah.
smell. There, I can get that. Hold on, I'll get this one. Well, I'll tell you what, that smells quite similar as well. Although I'd say the Tucher on the smell seems to be a little bit more prominent. Would that be right?
Yeah, this one smells a bit more malty for me.
I thought the Tucher had more going on.
Yeah, there's a few different aromas mixing in there. I was picking up on maybe honey, a little bit of raisin, a little bit of fruit in there. This one smells quite bready, quite malty.
Malty with a little bit of fruit, but not
Yeah.
prominent. Just doesn't seem like it has as much in the bag as that one. That don't mean anything because it can be the other way around. But
It can be. Okay,
well, no,
let's try this.
I'll go the same as Michelle this time because it can get confusing. I do like a Tucher, I must admit. They're Weizenbier. I can't get hold of it for love nor money. So, here we go. Let's give it a swirl like all the beer, no idea. Look at that. Champion.
Yeah, that's got medium carbonation. It has got that honey kind of taste to it. But I think that's being balanced off quite well with quite a dry aftertaste.
I was thinking that for a Hells, but it's not a Pilsner bite.
No, it's not that kind of bitterness that you would get with a Pilsner that sort of rounds off any sweetness. It's more of a dry kind of
You've
taste.
got your sweet on your mouthfeel, haven't you?
Yeah.
As it's going. It's actually quite. It's not how I remembered it.
No. Yeah, that's got some unusual flavourings going on there.
We've definitely had this before. It's been a
I
while.
am picking up on honey and dried fruit kind of taste.
I could
in
go
there.
on honey, to be honest. So I'm not that into honey.
But
then
it's not too sweet because it has got this dryness to it at the end.
I can't put myth. Oh, let's try this one. I can't do an old. I can't do a Bazza. You know what's going to happen.
No, I couldn't do it with that glass. That glass is really heavy.
Oh. Now, right. This is going to confuse you. I'll give you my take before you say anything here.
Yeah,
Right. There's not as much going on, just like the flavour.
yeah. The
Yeah.
aroma, yeah.
The aroma, sorry, yeah. There's not as much in the flavour of that one as the Einsiedler as there is the Tucher, but which was the same as the aroma, as Michelle
Yeah.
corrected me for once, right? But it tastes better. It's a lovely, smooth.
It's got a really nice, smooth, malty,
Oh, it's lovely.
bready kind of taste to this, which ends on a sort of grassy herbal finish, which is quite refreshing in its own comments because it has those flavours where there's nothing too sweet, nothing too strong. The flavour's quite subtle, but they work well with the mouthfeel with this drink.
That's bloody lovely.
No, it's
They've done it again, haven't they? Not taking away nothing from that because that is probably more complex.
It is more complex. There's more
If I'm
flavours
honest.
going on in there.
Jesus, there's just something about this brewery. You know? As I say, no, keep it over
Yeah,
there.
I know. Be
It's
careful
pour
on
time.
this.
They know it's not in-depth drinks, you know what it is, don't you?
Yeah.
They know it's not perfect draft. Well, I nearly dropped a beer the other day, I can't
It
remember
tends
what
to
we
be
did.
the taller, thinner glasses that don't balance so well on this particular beer
I'll
map.
bring it forward so I don't
This one's
down at the back.
faring quite well, isn't it? But
'Cause it's all your perfect draft logo all
Yeah.
the way through it. I'm quite a perfect draft man.
there are some quite big gaps on there. If you've got a wide bottom base glass, they sit quite nicely
raining.
on it. But the small ones don't.
It's raining again. Never mind. Right. Yeah, hold on, I'm going to go on both of these again. A bit more of those.
They have got totally different flavours. Really wasn't what I was expecting. I expected them to be more similar than this.
It's really smooth, clean, crisp. I know we say them words so often, but Jesus, if they done an Oktoberfest and it was anything like that, you would just bang them back for fun, wouldn't you? Because I always say, with the Hells, some of them, when you get the higher ones, they're going towards your Oktoberfest because of your
There
strong
is
malt.
a little bit of fruit in this one.
Yeah, but it's very light.
It's really
Not like
subtle
this.
in comparison to this one.
This one, it's just totally full on.
Yeah. And that's definitely honey. There's something that's quite rich and sweet in there.
There's something, yeah. There's
And like
something,
that dried fruit kind of taste, raisins,
there's
almonds,
something,
that
yeah.
type of thing.
There's something at the end that for me, I've got to be honest, I used to love this one. And I did, I know I did. For me now, the end of that's way too sweet. That's me being honest.
Yeah, I might find that one gets a little bit sickly if I had more than a couple of pints of it, I think. whereas this one is more refreshing. It's lighter on your tongue. It's got a more kind of cleansing effect on your palate rather than a sticky effect, which I tend to find that drinks that do have that honey taste can be a little bit.
It had the dryness on the first sip.
Yeah.
And then now there's no dryness. It's all sweet. It's how it's changed. It's just that it's. I hate to say this because I'm known as someone that likes Tuchers, but I can't actually recommend that. Put it up against that, same old story. Oh yeah, I'll get that bit, but whether that's against that or on its own, that's too sweet for me. It does have a lot going on, and the mouthfeel's really nice.
Yeah.
It's like medium bodied, and it is quite clean and smooth, isn't it, as you're drinking it, but the after bit is just that little bit too sweet for me. And there's a few hells I've said that about. I used to love the robot company, I can never pronounce them.
Yeah.
I used to love their hellies, and the last time I had it just proves over the last 2 years how much I've changed. I was like,
It has got that dry finish, and I think that's what's saving it for me. It has got the sweet and
well, it's not a bad beer, but
at the beginning, and that runs through, but you are getting quite a dry finish on your palate, which for me does save this, because it would be too much otherwise.
this is just clean, smooth, all the way through. I can't recommend it enough. It has its fruits, it has its maltiness, but there's no dodgy hoppy finish.
Get to
There's no
oh yeah, I managed to get to it.
nothing's dodgy. Right, I'm doing the Tucher first.
You want to do that one first?
Yep,
yeah.
I'm doing the Tucher. I'm going to have to go
I'm giving it a rate my
a
beer
5.
7. I think it's got nice flavours in there. They balance each other off very well. If you particularly don't like the flavour of honey or those kind of dry fruit kind of flavours, there is quite a bit of that there in the beginning. Although it balances
It's called
itself
complex drink,
out
as I said, but
with the dryness at the end. Yeah, I think it's a pleasant drink. I don't mind it.
I've had worse, but this.
That
It's a
one
good
is
eight.
getting, yeah, that one's getting the rate my beer of 8 for me.
It's a good 8.
It-
I've got a few more. I'd probably, if I got into it more, I'd probably go higher on that, if I'm honest. After feeling, the more I drink of it, the more I like
It might
it.
be a grower, yeah.
Yeah, the Tucher is what it is. I used to love that drink. Honestly, people that have been in beer groups with me will know I've drank that before YouTube and everything. I was quite a fan. I don't know, for whatever reason. It's just that little bit too sweet. Maybe it is the honey. I don't know.
It's that sort of honey taste that I think he's not getting on with too well. I'm not
I
a
like
massive
some
fan
honey
of it.
drinks though, so it don't make a lot of sense. But
Yeah, this one, the flavours are nice that are in there. They're balanced well with the dryness at the end. If you like that type of thing, you're not going to find it a bad drink at all. 7 for that one. This one really refreshing. It's got a really nice, lovely malt backbone. There is some subtle fruit in there about halfway through.
it's just so pleasant on the mouthfeel.
It's,
Everything
yeah,
is a
it's
win-win-win.
really, really refreshing.
That is-
yeah, that's definitely a
That's
good
at
eight.
least an 8. It's one of them where, as I say, I think you go higher. I'll do it again. I've got more, I'm sure, with something else. Right, I think we've gabbled on. Michelle's gabbled on.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a word in edgeways, as you saw people. I got shut down on numerous occasions. I'm used to it. You know, cheers to boss.
Indeed.
No one's going to get that far on this video, thank God. Right, bonjour everyone.